Hello and welcome to Inside Jacksonville, a production of the University of North Florida's School of Communication and the CW17. I'm Daniel Cimino. We're here each month with stories about life on the First Coast. First up, let's take a trip to the Mayo Clinic with Alex Barnhart to hear more about Parkinson's disease and how it affects some Jacksonville residents.
Parkinson's disease is an illness that affects around 1 million people in the United States. And officials estimate that as many as 10,000 to 25,000 people are impacted in Jacksonville.
I was a runner and training for my second marathon with my husband, and it was 20 miles into a training run when I first started to notice my toe cramping up. That's when they diagnosed me. It was in 2013. But you feel like your bone's going to break. It's so hard. It's so painful.
For people with Parkinson's, every day can be a struggle. The disease can cause symptoms like tremors, instability, sleep disturbances, cognitive issues, and a slew of others that can make everyday activities difficult.
It's living, but it's just very, very different.
Since her diagnosis, Melina has been on a wild ride, a journey that has tested her limits physically and mentally. She stars in a documentary titled On Firm Ground that chronicles her experience with the disease. I'm here at the Mayo Clinic Hilton Hotel, where audiences will soon view a documentary following the lives of two very special people that happen to have Parkinson's disease. Greg Richer also shares his story in the film. Though he's faced endless challenges with the disease, he's found some relief through both his personal faith and the medical treatment known as deep brain stimulation, or DBS.
You just wake up and it feels like someone stabbed you in the back. Personally, I think it's part of one of the missions of my life to help medical science find a cure, or at least a way that the average person can live through this disease, because I wouldn't wish Parkinson's on anybody.
The film's director, Justin J. Jones, hopes the film will inspire viewers through Melina and Richard's stories.
There are real people that have this disease, and it's not easy for them, and they're going through it in real time. And for the audience to be able to step into Greg and Sabrina's shoes, I think is really important.
St. Augustine resident Trudy Macmillan also shares her experience with Parkinson's. Her father was diagnosed in 2022, and she's been one of his caregivers ever since, managing his appointments, organizing his medications, and so much more.
His smile just makes everything worth it, and it's going to make it so much harder for me when I do lose him, because I've been his, and he's been my everything for all this time. So
to learn more about the disease, find Jack's Hope Incorporated and First Coast Parkinson's Run resources available online. I'm Alex Barnhart, reporting for Inside Jacksonville.
Thanks, Alex, for that small glimpse into just how much Parkinson's disease impacts people in the Jacksonville community and beyond. Next up, Inside Jacksonville's Hope Johnson takes us north to Fernandina, where lives and stories are shared over coffee daily at Holy Grounds Coffee House.
Holy Grounds Coffee House, located in Fernandina, is a place that first started in the owner's mind with the hope of bringing the community back together and to share the love of Christ.
They usually come here because of the name of the place. It's not in your face, but it's holy ground. There's something holy about sharing each other's stories over a cup of coffee or a drink of any kind. And I let them know from the beginning, this is a ministry first, but there's going to be no doubt in anybody's mind you're going to be the hands and feet of Jesus. How? By your actions, by your attitude, everything.
Many of the Holy Grounds loyal customers use his coffee shop exactly the way Sue Ellen dreamed.
I've been in business for going on 5 years now, 5 or 6. We meet here at Holy Grounds to do our takeoffs or to submit permit applications and just to kind of fellowship.
Sue Ellen makes it her mission to bring back the feel of old Fernandina. She has displayed pictures from the past to remind everyone that Fernandina is more than a tourist destination.
Well, you walk through there, look at the pictures on the wall. It's all old Fernandina. It's part of my daddy's collection of things from the past.
Holy Grounds moves to show people the meaning behind its name through the environment that it creates. And Sue Ellen seems day to day what this looks like, of people gathering in her space in the way that she dreamed.
We're all believers and try every day to walk in the grace that He has given us and pray for that.
In wonder of what this place would bring Sue Ellen and her family, she was shown beautifully the importance of this place only 10 days in.
The 3 ladies sitting there holding hands praying together. And I was like, wow. Had to run into the bathroom because tears just blew out of my eyes. I went, this is it.
Holy Grounds is a place to get loved on, love on others, and love Jesus Christ through it all. Hope Johnson, Inside Jacksonville.
At Holy Grounds Coffee House, every cup tells a story of grace. Come to Fernandina for coffee, conversation, and community. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. Inside Jacksonville's Mia Tomer takes us to the St. Augustine Wild Reserve, where you can get a rare close-up of animals like these and more.
Tucked away in St. Augustine, a quiet sanctuary offers a second chance to some of the world's most misunderstood animals. Here, lions, tigers, wolves, even bears find peace after lives of neglect or abandonment.
A lot of the time they are unfortunate circumstances, but that's where we come in and say, we'll take this animal, we'll give them the proper care, a permanent place to live for the rest of their lives.
Many of these rescues once lived in backyards or roadside attractions. Now they're surrounded by caretakers who focus on giving them the life they deserve, without forcing them to perform or entertain.
If an animal is uncomfortable, like I said, we usually just try and find a way to avoid them entirely. We're not going to make them be on display if they don't want to be on display, if that stresses them out. So, so we have plenty of education to go around everywhere else in the compound.
Instead of cages and crowds, the animals here set the pace. Each enclosure is designed to give them space, safety, and choice, a luxury most never had before arriving here.
This is their home. We want them to be comfortable here. We want them to be happy. So if it's going to take a few days to get a certain project or thing done, then we take that time working with that animal, getting them comfortable with maybe it's a tool that they're a little bit afraid of, maybe it's really noisy and that kind of startles them a bit. Whatever it is, we work our way up to that.
From wolves to lions to tigers, the animals here come from all around. But they share one thing in common. They were all given a second chance.
For many visitors, seeing that transformation up close makes the message of conservation hit a little closer to home. That message is what drives the team's mission. The goal isn't just to show off exotic wildlife, it's to change how people think about it.
We want to uplift and say, here are these animals, this is how wonderful they are. Let's teach you a little bit about them, how they are in captivity, how they are in the wild, and create a stronger bond between people and nature, and that is what's going to ultimately lead to a solution.
And through that positive approach, staff hope to spark real empathy, turning fascination into responsibility.
As much negativity as there is in the world with animals and all the loss of environment and everything like that, it's great to give back and help them out.
For the keepers, that's what makes every long day worth it. Knowing that each visitor who leaves inspired is one more person fighting for the future of these animals.
Also that they aren't just like killing machines, they're all very sweet and, whatever. It's like they have this whole other side to them that maybe people wouldn't otherwise see just by thinking about ones in the wild, so.
At the St. Augustine Wild Reserve, every rescued animal tells a story, and every story is a reminder of what happens when compassion meets conservation. For Inside Jacksonville, I'm Mia Tomer.
The staff says the goal is to inspire people to care about the animals and the environment they call home. To book a tour, you can visit the Wild Reserve website. Coming up, we'll go climbing the walls with local rock climbers. Also after the break, a trip to Caddyshack to check in with the big cats roaming around this important wildlife sanctuary. You're watching Inside Jacksonville on CW17. Welcome back to Inside Jacksonville. While tigers aren't normally a part of our local wildlife, Caddyshack Ranch offers an opportunity for locals of Northeast Florida to see the fierce hunters in action. I got the chance to visit this local sanctuary and see exactly how they're caring for these incredible animals. Caddyshack Ranch, located in northern Jacksonville just off of Starrett Road, is a wildlife sanctuary dedicated to providing a loving home for endangered big cat species.
The sanctuary, we moved here in '86, started with 5 acres, raised my children here and took care of animals, worked with the Florida Panther Project, and came here, and now we're growing.
Kurt founded Caddyshack Ranch in 1994, and since then it has grown into one of the most well-known attractions in Northeast Florida, housing a wide variety of animal life to showcase to the public.
The animals have touched a lot of people, from newborns to 98 and 99-year-old folks that come out to enjoy what a few people work hard at and make it possible for the animals to be happy and be seen.
Most people think of tigers as fierce predators that belong in the wild, but here they live a very different life. While this isn't necessarily true for all of the tigers, for some of them, being away from their native jungle habitats has softened their personalities, making them a favorite of both volunteers and visitors alike. This is Amara. She's one of the ranch's many resident tigers, and while she's strong and majestic, she also has a personality all her own.
Amara is a 13-year-old female tiger. She came when she was just 6 weeks old with 4 other girls, a set of 2 sisters and a set of 3 sisters. They lived together for a long time, but 5 girls living together can't last forever, and tigers are naturally solitary animals.
Caretakers work hard to ensure that their big cats aren't just surviving, but thriving. That means paying attention to what makes these animals the happiest.
If you look at the scientific literature on tigers in captivity, the #1 thing you can do for their quality of life after their basic needs are met is to give them a swimming pool with clean water.
The tigers at Caddyshack Ranch are fed 5 to 6 times a week, with each of them getting something slightly different based on their preferences.
She'll get about 15 pounds of grocery-grade chicken, beef, she'll get turkey. Some of the tigers prefer fish. They all have their own taste, their own preferences, but Amara seems to like chicken.
At Caddyshack Ranch, every cat has a story, and a team of people dedicated to giving them the best possible life. What started as one man's dream has grown into a sanctuary where education, compassion, and conservation come together. For more information about their conservation efforts, visit caddyshackranch.org or follow them on Instagram at Caddyshack Ranch. Interested in indoor rock climbing? I know a spot for you, Beach's Rock Gym. Just minutes from the shore in Atlantic Beach, this local gym has climbers hooked. Inside Jacksonville reporter Matilda Judy visits the gym.
Rock climbing is available here on Atlantic Beach Boulevard, your local spot for climbing, community, and fun. Visit Beach's Rock Gym.
I first got into rock climbing by just showing up to a local gym with a couple friends, just as a thing to do for fun. And then when I tried it, I thought it was a lot of fun, so I started going more. I know a couple regulars here at this gym, like really young folks, and they're pretty good for their age. When it comes to rock climbing, it's a pretty dangerous sport. If you don't know what you're doing, you could injure yourself.
If you're looking forward to rock climbing, you can visit Beach's Rock Gym here on Atlantic Boulevard. Having the right shoes matter for this sport. Rock climbing shoes allow good grip, balance, and better performance.
I think rock climbing is pretty accessible for newcomers. It's pretty easy just to strap on a pair of shoes and kind of start climbing. And I feel like the people here do a good job. I would say rock climbing is definitely a smaller community just because you don't get too many rock climbers in Florida compared to like other sports, and there's not too many people watching like rock climbing competitions like people watching football or baseball or anything. So definitely a smaller community, but with that I think it's a little bit like everybody's a lot closer. And
Matilda Judy, Inside Jack.
If you'd like more information on indoor rock climbing at this local gym, visit their website at beachesrockgym.com. Next, inside Jacksonville's Evan Grimm takes us through the history and preservation of Alpine Groves, one of Jacksonville's oldest riverfront parks.
While in the Switzerland area of Jacksonville, one of the oldest and most well-known attractions is the historic Alpine Groves Riverfront Park and Trails. Dating back to the late 1800s, this plantation park has been central to the area for its ties to the citrus industry in Northeast Florida. While the park used to be a prominent citrus plantation, it now serves as a community hub for the residents of Jacksonville to gather, enjoy nature, and experience a glimpse of history. One resident has been coming here for years, with this park being a significant part of his childhood.
We used to come here pretty much every day in high school. Now if I come here, we're chilling on the sandbar out here on our boat.
Alpine Groves Park is home to many attractive features, with many people coming to go out into the water behind the site. Alpine is also home to 2 butterfly gardens that were paid for by the county to honor people in the community. The park also features plenty of acres to bring your pets, throw around a football with your friends, or have a nice lunch picnic with your family or loved ones.
So Alpine's actually one of the oldest parks in Jacksonville. People used to live at the house that is right here in the middle, and it used to be an old orange farm back in the late 1800s.
Alpine Groves provides the perfect blend of relaxation and nature. Whether you're going with your friends or just by yourself, there's always something for you to do there. Many families visit Alpine Groves for recreation and community, so keeping the historic elements of the park intact while making advancements to the park is something that the community has been very proud of. The county has invested over $650,000 into this project to update the older attractions at the park, while also creating new areas along the shoreline of the site.
I think it's really good that they keep preserving the history of it because it's what this area used to be known for.
Alpine Groves has been a staple of the St. John's community in Jacksonville for over 2 centuries now, and the park still serves as a premier spot to go connect with nature, walk your pets, or just sit on one of the benches or swings and read a nice book and have time to yourself. The next time that you are trying to think about experiencing something new, Alpine Groves Park is a top choice for its beautiful sights of nature and to view and admire the history behind the area in Jacksonville. Evan Grimm, Inside Jacksonville.
Next time you are searching for a place to relax and immerse yourself in nature, look into taking a visit to Alpine Groves Park. After the break, fine dining at the beach with a bistro flavor. Also, it's pumpkin season. We'll take you to a local patch to celebrate all the fall festivities. You're watching Inside Jacksonville on CW17. Welcome back. Inside Jacksonville's Jasper Rosa shows us how 11 South Bistro brings fine dining and flair to the Jacksonville beach dining scene.
Tucked away just blocks from the sand at Jacksonville Beach sits 11 South Bistro, a cozy fine dining spot locals call one of the area's best kept secrets. With its candlelit tables both indoors and out and an extensive food and drink menu, 11 South offers an atmosphere that you might not expect when in a beach town. This is Jerry Michaels. He's a longtime server here at 11 South who appreciates the deep history behind the restaurant.
So this is a long and established tradition of being kind of that friendly little fine dining experience at the beach that not a lot of folks even know is here. So it's they've built their reputation and then stuck to it for over 2 decades now.
11 South not only prides themselves on their fantastic service, but also their award-winning menu items.
We've won multiple awards in Wine Spectator. They're hanging all over the building in the hallways and things like that. So our wine list is very extensive. Our owner takes great pride in the wines that he chooses to put on by the glass, the wines that he chooses to have available by the bottle, different appellations, different regions. So for that fact, I would say the wine program in general is what we're known for.
While 11 South Bistro here offers amazing food and drink options, what makes them stand out from the rest is their impressive sense of community and an amazing atmosphere that's great for any opportunity.
It's that small vibe. Everybody kind of knows everybody. Everybody's kind of there to support everybody. We all have bad days, and when one of us is having a bad day, the other 4 or 8 will pick it up and just say it's all right, so.
Steven Soper is the newest manager here at 11 South, and he has a hectic morning trying to set up before opening the restaurant.
So I get here early in the morning, make sure the money's all counted, everything's good, make sure my staff arrives on time, getting the restaurant set up and prepared for the day. Check with the chefs to see if they need anything from the store, if we're short or low on anything that might be necessary to get through the shift. Basically just get prepared and get everyone ready to roll and make sure the restaurant's set up for success for the rest of the night as well.
Whether it's a casual dinner with friends, a romantic date night, or celebrating a big moment, 11 South Bistro continues to be a quiet standout in Jacksonville's dining scene. Jasper Rosas, Inside Jacksonville.
If you find yourself near Jacksonville Beach, make sure to stop by and see what makes 11 South Bistro stand out. Fall is in full swing here in Jacksonville, and that means pumpkin patches are popping up all over town. But one local church is taking it a fall step further and turning its pumpkin patch into a way to bring community together and give back. Inside Jacksonville, Sophia Prudencio took a trip out to visit Mandarin United Methodist Church and their pumpkin patch to see community and tradition come together.
Fall in Florida is not far off from summer, but a local church in Jacksonville is embracing the heat while also bringing the fall festivities to life.
So our pumpkin patch has been here for 36 years. It started in 1989 as a fundraiser for our youth ministry program. It used to be a quarter of this patch that you see now. It was one truck. We're now at 5 trucks. It is for the youth program. It's in partnership with Pumpkin Patch USA that works with the Navajo Indian tribe. And so there are about 800 churches that have pumpkin patches across the United States. We're usually number 1 or number 2 out of everyone.
The patch isn't just tradition. It's a way to give back, supporting both the Mandarin United Methodist Youth Ministry and the Navajo Nation. Mandarin United Methodist is selling more than just pumpkins. They are selling memories that will last a lifetime.
My favorite part about volunteering is probably just helping people around and seeing people happy after we've helped them.
Like many youth volunteers, Julia is helping raise money for her ministry, carrying on a pumpkin patch tradition that has been a part of the community for generations.
So my kids, this is our 3rd year doing the pumpkin patch with my kids, but I actually grew up here at this church and went to youth here myself. So I did the pumpkin patch when I was in middle school and high school myself. So this is my 2nd go around.
Families have been coming to the pumpkin patch for years, making it a staple of their fall celebrations.
You know, we have people who come in every year, they bring in their kids and, you know, they look forward. This is like a tradition for a lot of families. So we've upgraded some things and we've added, you know, like new photo spots or whatever, but the base is still the same.
From pumpkins to community spirit, this patch is growing more than just fall memories. It's helping plant seeds of support right here in Jacksonville. Sophia Prudencio, Inside Jacksonville.
If you're looking to start a new fall tradition, Mandarin United Methodist hosts their pumpkin patch every fall, creating a space to create memories each year and give back to others. Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Inside Jacksonville. If you missed anything from today's program, just visit our website, unftv.com, and look under the Digital Journalism tab, where you'll find expanded versions of our stories, photos, interviews, and other extras. Again, that's unftv.com. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube at Inside Jacks UNF. From all of us here at Inside Jacksonville, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next month right here on the CW17.